Welcome to my allotment in East Sussex. Again, we are having good weather, though it is a tad cooler. Following my strawberry planting last week, a fellow plot holder also relocated his strawberries, and this is the method that he used. First task is to strip down and move the enviro frames. Cutting off the roots below the surface, chopping the leaves and stalks before depositing into the compost bin. As the plants are removed, one can see there is only a small number of weeds, and what we see here are mainly the dreaded bindweed, which we will attack tomorrow. The broccoli in bed 9 has reached its final harvest, and it's time to clear this bed. A section of composted material is turned over to one side. The waste green material is chopped up to speed up the composting and left to fall into its designated area. And covered with cardboard as a brown material. Cardboard is given a good soaking of water. It's always a good thing to keep your compost well watered. It is part of the process of composting. In no-dig gardening, compost is an essential ingredient and one just can't produce enough. Or should I say, I can't, but I am getting better. During my working life, I've been involved in many fast-track projects, which is probably why I've got tunnel vision in bringing a project to completion. But here is an example of doing a task just before it's required, forming a slot to hold the front boards of the compost bin. Previously, there was not enough compost in the bin to hold back. Now there is, so a bit of scrap timber cut and finished and fitted, and the job's a good one. Is this what we call just in time? When the broad beans reached their final harvest, I left the stalks on the ground to dry out. These are now ready to deposit into the compost bin. Stalks are scraped up, placed into the bin, and then doused with water before covering with packaging insulation and left for nature to do its stuff. Next morning, as promised, the plan is to attack the bindweed, but not before I've watered all the plants. Now I know this is no dig, and I do try and weed out the bindweed using a hand fork, like a Charles Downing's instructions, but these blighters go down a long way, and an adult fork does go where I need to go. And all during this operation I say to myself, this is not really digging, is it? This is not really digging, is it? After clearing raised bed 9, I considered a review of how I'm progressing on the horticultural side, and out of 14 beds, only 3 have outstanding issues. These being bed 6, 7 and 8. 6 is where the potato buckets are, and the bed is covered with horse manure. Still some bindweed, but it can wait. Bed 7, the rhubarb, needs some serious attention, but bed 8 is similar to what bed 9 was, so to round off the day I will clear this bed. The process is a mirror image of weeding bed 9 using a grown-up fork, but a highlight was the appearance of worms. Therefore, I'm going to repeat the putting in of a trench filled with kitchen waste. Having completed the planned work for this week, an early start next morning, return to work on the rabbit fence by unravelling the mishmash of the restraining wires and the chicken mesh, which took up most of the allotted 2 hours of that morning. What's required now is a strimming session. Battery charged overnight. Next day, a start was made on strimming the base of the chicken wire. The inspection of the wire was made and was found to be in reasonable condition, which was probably due to the council workmen not strimming up there due to the overgrown hedge, thereby not vandalising the chicken wire with this strimmer. Lining a trench with the fabric and filling with wood chip has proven itself on my plot as a satisfactory weed control method with a minimum of maintenance. Therefore, we need a scrape, a dig, and one can hear the scrape of the wire when the base of the wire is reached, and bottoming out to locate the turn back in the wire. Did you hear the scrape of wire when I reached its base? Digging finished, we now bottom out the base. The bottomed out trench is showing a bump about here. Putting a straight edge onto the ground, and then the earth can be cut back, revealing the cause of the bump. Which turned out to be the remains of a rotten post. The mattock quickly dispenses of it, and we now have a clean and straight trench. The salvaged wire is cut back where a new gate is to be positioned, and the insertion of a temporary post holds back the chicken wire. What is required now is a bit of skip diving to search for some posts. 3 would suffice, but not tomorrow, as tomorrow is planned for my yearly visit to the Bentley Wood Fair, which is also the official start of autumn, the birth of a new season. I hope you enjoyed this week's Allotment Diary episode, and are probably looking through the seed catalogues that you've received through the post, and organising the rotation for next year, and assessing your successes and failures of this last season. Please do like, share and comment on this video, and please subscribe to my channel, and when subscribing please do remember to press on the little bell to get an alert every single time I upload a new video. So thank you very much for watching, take care and bye.